The Springfield man who caused a deadly crash in Brownsville this week tells us what happened. Good evening, I'm Brandy Smith.
And I'm Brian Richardson. Stephen Dyal is recovering in a local hospital. He was behind the wheel when his truck crossed the center line, hitting 62-year-old Bonnie Badgley's SUV. KEZI 9 News reporter Jennifer Richardson is live in the studio with her exclusive interview with Dyal. It's our top story at 5. Jennifer?
Stephen Dyal says he's living with his own hell and deeply sorry about the accident. He wanted to tell his side of what happened. We also spoke with Badgley's family as they get ready to say goodbye to their loved one.
You know, I carry a pretty big burden right now. I hope down the road that they can put it in their heart to forgive me.
Stephen Dyal is recovering from the crash at Riverbend Hospital. He wanted to speak with us in person, but Peace Health denied our interview request, citing a staffing issue. Dyal was driving this Dodge pickup on Highway 228 when troopers say he crossed the center line and struck Bonnie Badgley's SUV. Dyal says he was reaching for coffee when the accident happened.
I went down to reach to grab it and pull it back up onto the console there in the center of the truck, and when I looked up, I would already cross the line, and she was right there.
Badgley died at the scene.
It was an accident.
She owned the Midway grocery store and was a longtime member of the Sweet Home community.
He had a real passion for taking care of others. Whether she was rescuing a hurt animal, which she did several times. She loved tending to her flowers, making breakfast for the local logging crew at her grocery deli and Sweet Home.
I'm very sorry for their loss. I'd trade her places in a minute.
OSB says the crash is under investigation. Troopers are trying to decide whether it was in fact caused by distracted driving or something else.
When I wasn't driving erratically, I wasn't passing nobody.
Dyal says he hopes one day he can say those words in person to Badgley's family.
They need time to heal, and go through the anger and the hurt, and when they're ever ready to talk with me, I'd be glad to talk with them.
The family isn't commenting on Dyal's statements at this time, just remembering the loved one they lost.
She just loved people. She was a real people person and a great go-getter. You just couldn't slow her down. She was always on the go, and she loved to take care of people.
OSB says it could take weeks to determine the exact cause. Dyal went into surgery this afternoon to be treated for injuries he suffered in the crash. Badgley will be laid to rest next Friday. Live in the studio, Jennifer Richardson, KEZI 9 News.